Good morning, everyone. As you can see behind me, I'm standing in front of our weeping cherry tree. And this is the tree that I shaped so that I could mow the lawn under it. So it now looks more like an umbrella than a weeping cherry tree. But that's another story. But it's flowering at the moment. So I thought it would be an opportunity to show you the weeping cherry tree in all its glory. Now this tree only flowers for about 2 weeks a year, and for the rest of the year it just stands there like a pretty ordinary tree, sometimes with leaves, sometimes through the winter without leaves, but it just for 2 weeks out of 52 weeks a year it looks like this. And it reminds me a bit of those special moments in our lives when God gives us an opportunity to do something remarkable, defining moments in our lives. And Esther is an example of that, she was described as a woman who was born for such a time as this, when she found herself in the palace with an opportunity to save her nation of Israel. But for most of the time, our lives are ordinary. Most of the time we don't flower, just like this tree. We need to just learn how to cope with the ordinary, how to cope with the boring, so that when those opportunities to do something amazing come, we're ready. If this tree gave up during the winter, then it wouldn't be able to flower during the spring. And a couple of verses that come to mind are from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11 and 12, and it says this: "Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life, to mind your own business, and to work with your hands just as we told you, so that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, and so that you will not be dependent on anybody." Make it your business to live a quiet life. Sounds pretty ordinary, doesn't it? But that's what most of life is. God calls us to be faithful in the little things and to keep on doing what He's called us to do, to keep on living consistent, faithful, ordinary lives. And He can use people who have that as the norm, not people whose lives are up and down like a yo-yo, and who the book of James describes as people who are tossed about by every wind of doctrine. Let's make our lives ordinary so that we're ready for those special moments when God calls us. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Have a great day.